composition of the nervous tissue system. Now, like any other system, nervous tissue is consisting of the nervous tissue which has got a cell and intercellular substance. Like other tissues, it is also the cell of the nervous system is called the neuron, and the intercellular substance, other than the other tissues, it is consisting of the cellular part called the neuroglial cells. Now, the intercellular substance in other tissues like epithelial tissue, it is non-cellular, it is minimum. Like connective tissue, it is non-cellular, it is maximum. But in case of nervous tissue, it is cellular, and those are called the neuroglial cells or supporting cells, which are present in between the neurons to give the support to the neurons. They are the composition of the nervous system. Now come to the neuron. Neuron is the functional and structural unit of the nervous system. It has got two properties. One is irritability, one is conductivity. Now what is irritability? The nervous tissue neuron cell that has got the property to react or respond to any external or internal change of environment. So that is a property of the neuron called irritability. And there is a conductivity. What is conductivity? It is the stimulation, that is excited state of the neuron can be conducted from one neuron to the other by this process of conductivity. So neuron is a specialized cells having the two properties called irritability and conductivity, which is needed for the nervous tissue. Now coming to the classification of the neurons, it is divided according to the process, according to the functions, and according to the length of the actions, which will come afterwards. Now come to the structures of the typical neuron. The neuron has got the soma of the cell body. The cell is the soma of the cell body, which is having a nucleus with a prominent nucleolus. Okay, and the cytoplasm contains the small structures called the nasal granules. These are called the nasal bodies, nasal granules or nasal substances, which is rough endoplasmic reticulum, having the property of secretion of an enzyme which is called neurotransmitter, that is needed for transmission of the signals or the stimulation. So that is by the nasal bodies. Coming to the neurofibrils, it is a micro thread-like structures called neurofibrils, like other fibrils of the cytoplasm. This is called neurofibrils. It has got a property to keeping the structure, architecture of the neuron constant and secreting a protein called tubulin. Now this nasal bodies is absent in only one side, that is called the action hillock. Action hillock is the one where the nasal bodies are absent. Now these have got the processes, the multiple processes. These are called the dendrites, and the long process which is called the action. The action is starting from the action hillock and ending into terminal called the action terminals, may having the collaterals. Now what is the function of the dendrites and the actions? Dendrites are made for the stimulation to come. So the stimulations are coming to the soma via the dendrites. So dendrites is a process to which the sensory impulse coming to the soma, and the decision is taken, and then it is being carried forward by the action. So this is where the impulse goes to the action, goes to the other via the junction called synapse, and the dendrites are the processes through which the signals are coming to the soma of the nervous tissue. So this is the structure of the typical neuron. Now coming to the different types of classifications of the neuron, the price according to the process. It can be unipolar neuron, it can be bipolar neuron, it can be multipolar neuron. Now there is one more neuron is that which is special called pseudo-unipolar neuron, which looks like unipolar but it is not the unipolar. The unipolar neuron, how it looks like? So this is a unipolar neuron. This is only a single soma, or this and this is the action. So this is an example of the unipolar neuron, which is present in the brain as the mesencephalic nucleus of the trigeminal nerve, that is present in the midbrain. So that is example of unipolar neuron. Coming to the bipolar neuron, which has got the dendrites over here, then this is the soma and this is the action. So these are the dendrites. So it has got two processes, the dendrites are present, and it has got two poles, and this is the action present, the soma has got this is. So this is having the two processes, both dendrites and the actions. It is two polarities, it is called bipolar neuron. And the example is all specialized cells special organ. It is in the retina. It is in the, that is for the visual reflex. It is present in the tongue for visual sensation. It is present in the ear for the auditory sensation. All specialized organs are provided with bipolar neuron. Coming to the multipolar neuron, which has got the multiple dendrites over here, and what actions will be there? So it has got the more number of processes, more than 2 or 3, and the action is there. These are called the multipolar neuron, which is present in the case of spinal cord, or which is present in the cerebellum or Purkinje cells, or in case of cerebrum as the pyramidal cells. They all are multipolar neuron. That means more than one dendrites are there, and action is a single. This is called multipolar neuron. In between there is a pseudo-unipolar neuron. What is the shape of the pseudo-unipolar neuron? It is your dendrites over here. It comes over here. This is your pseudo-unipolar. Looks like bipolar, but it is pseudo-unipolar neuron. This is an example of the pseudo-unipolar, where it is present dorsal root ganglion. So dorsal root ganglion, this type of neuron is called pseudo-unipolar neuron. So according to process, it can be unipolar, it can be bipolar, it can be multipolar, it can be pseudo-unipolar type of neuron. That is according to the process. Coming according to the function, it is mainly two. One is sensory neuron, which is mainly concerned with the sensory activities, and the motor neuron, which is mainly concerned with the motor activities. Coming to the length of the actions, which can be Golgi type 1, Golgi type 1 where the action is more in length, and Golgi type 2 where the action is less. Now in a stellate cell neuron of the cerebellum, which is of a type of the Golgi type 2, action is very small, and Golgi type 1 is the ascending descending tracts of the spinal cord. There are Golgi type 1 where the action is of long length. So these are the classification neuron according to the process: unipolar, bipolar, multipolar, and pseudo-unipolar. According to the function, these are the sensory and the motor. Sensory neuron concerned with the sensory process system, and motor is concerned with the motor system. So these are the two according to the functions, and according to the length, it is Golgi type 1 and Golgi type 2. Finish.